Hello everyone and welcome from a breezy, at the moment slightly sunny Colombo. This is just a reminder that our coverage of the T20 World Cup, which is well and truly underway, but things are going to get even more exciting because you know what game is coming up, you know what game will be played here. What you can see right now, I'm showing you two different pictures. I'll try and explain both those pictures. This is the beautiful golf face road that you see in front of you. The ocean looking gorgeous as ever. The walking promenade. This is the main business district that you have. And what you see here, right behind me, or now in front of me, can you see these two twin towers? These twin towers are a brand new building. It's the ICC Ratnadeep Hotel. This is the hotel where I'm staying in, and this is also the hotel where the Indian team will be staying. So what you see in front of me is the Indian team hotel. It's a brand new hotel. Just see on the right there, you'll see another structure there with red roof. That was the Taj Samudra. That's where the Indian team used to stay earlier. They stay here now. This is where I'll also be staying. Behind me, of course, is the beach. So gorgeous views that you get from inside that. But this particular video, I want to apprise you with a few things. By the way, what a welcome we got to Colombo. Got here this morning and got to witness a massive upset of Australia losing by 23 runs to Zimbabwe. That's really thrown open the group, and I think that game is going to be of a lot of importance for Indian fans, because that game was played at the Premadasa Stadium, and that's exactly the venue where India will also be playing. What does that mean for the Indian team? That's another video that you will find on Sports Today very shortly, where I analyze that game and the impact it will have on the India game. But for the moment, let me give you some other news. As I said, this is where the team is staying. The team is about to reach here now. They've had a hectic day, played a game last night, and are going to be flying in from Delhi via chartered flight and reaching Colombo by about 5:30 p.m. And so by the time they reach their hotel, it will be 7 p.m. So the Indian team is going to rest on a Friday, then Saturday they'll practice, and Sunday, of course, as you know, is the game. So they only get 1 day of practice. Pakistan team, on the other hand, are practicing today. That is a Friday in the evening. Lots of updates on that as well you will get here, and then they will practice come Saturday as well. And what is that the both teams will say, I'll update you on that as well. But for the moment, what I want to tell you, and that one thing that everyone wants to know, is what is the weather going to be like in Colombo. By the way, that on the big screen that you're seeing right now, that gorgeous building, that's the Golf Face Hotel. It's the oldest hotel in this area. Lots of hotel. That's the oldest area, oldest hotel. It's a heritage property. But yeah, coming back to the weather, which is going to be very important. So, you know, there was not going to be any rain here, though you can see clouds here now. Can you see the sun? It is shining, but it's also covered with a lot of grey clouds around. So there's slight rain expected. It's not rain since we've come here in the morning, but you can see dark clouds. But it's expected to rain a little bit today, but on Saturday and more so on Sunday. Now there's an 85% chance of rain on Sunday, which isn't great news. That's primarily because suddenly there is a low pressure that's developed in the Bay of Bengal, and that is going to lead to some rain. As I said, if you had asked me about the rain prediction 3-4 days ago, there was no rain prediction for the Sunday India-Pakistan game, but now that the low pressure is built in the Bay of Bengal, there's an 85% chance of that rain falling. That's not to say that you're not going to get the game. We'll have to see how the rain comes. It's a 20-20 over game, so if you get a phase in the middle, then the game can happen. But I know there is a lot of rumor around on social media that people are saying there's a reserve day, and so if the game doesn't happen on a Sunday, maybe the game will happen come Monday. But I'd like to break some news, and that is that there is no reserve day for this game, no reserve day. So the game will happen on Sunday. If it does not happen on Sunday, then the game you have to split points. I know why people are confused. People are confused with the reserve day because in the Asia Cup, where I was here 2 years ago, 2023, India-Pakistan in the Super 4 was the only game that had a reserve day. No other game throughout that tournament had a reserve day. Only for the India-Pakistan Super 4, they kept a reserve day. That was very unusual, but let's not forget, that was also because, that's an Asia Cup. In T20 World Cup, you can't have a scenario where you keep reserve day. I know this is the game that brings the big bucks, but you can't have a scenario where you keep a reserve day just for one game and rest of the teams don't get that benefit, because if their game is washed out, they're supposed to share points, and how can you allow India and Pakistan then to get a reserve day? So I don't think that's fair on other teams. So that is why the rules are pretty clear in an ICC tournament. No reserve day for India Pakistan. This is the hotel that I'm telling you that they'll be staying. So that's the bit about the reserve day when it comes to India and Pakistan. The weather here is I'm coming from north of India, so it was slightly cold there. Here it's nice and warm. You can see, you can wear beach-like t-shirts here, so that's pretty relaxed. But I'll just tell you about the interest. From the time I took the flight, so there is a lot of interest, and if it gets washed out, a lot of people are going to be disappointed. So I took the flight from Delhi. It was packed with cricket fans that were coming here, so they've come well in advance. So on the airport, I saw a lot of Indian fans. From Delhi, I saw a lot of Indian fans. There is so much interest that this hotel that I just showed you here, the team hotel, firstly, there are no rooms available, and even if you got a last minute room, it was costing you somewhere between 600 USD to 1000 USD. That's the going rate in this hotel right now. Normally the price here is $160. You get for $160 you get a room. Now it's gone to between $600 to $1000. People are ready to pay that as well. Even in Taj Samudra, that hotel there that you see, that one, that is where the team used to stay earlier. Even there now, no rooms available. It's completely sold out. But even there now, the last room rate was about $1000. So it just tells you the amount of interest that there is for India-Pakistan game. I met fans from the US, Indian fans who've come. I met some Pakistani fans who've also come from US, Indian fans who've come from UK, from Singapore, of course from India, as I mentioned. So from different parts of the world, they have come in. And I think, when that whole talk happens that, Pakistan, the Sri Lankan Premier called up the Pakistan government and requested them that, please have the game. And that there is truth to that, because when I took a cab from the airport to come here, the travel agent was saying, thank God the game is happening. We're expecting some good business in the coming days. The hotel guys are saying that, the restaurants are saying that. I believe the casino owners are very happy because a lot of Indian fans who are coming might even visit the casinos here. So that's why for tourism industry here, for Sri Lanka, they're very happy that game is going on. And I think, they rely on that. So yeah, that's the latest from Colombo. Grey clouds, you can see again. There you see, lots of that. But I'll keep bringing you all the latest updates when it comes to the weather. As well, bring you teams, arrival shots as well. Give you the latest information about Pakistan's practice and a special video on Zimbabwe win and how does that alter India's plan for the game versus Pakistan. Check those out as well. For the moment, nikhilNaz signing off from a lovely, breezy Golf Face Road. This is Colombo 1. So Colombo is divided into 15 parts, Colombo 1 to Colombo 15. This is Colombo 1, the prime area, the VIP area. Take care, guys. Bye bye.